Namaste, everyone, and welcome to a Friday evening here in the United States for the second Anchor Light meditation. So tonight, as we always do on Fridays, at least most of the time, is going to be healing. So this morning, we did prosperity healing. If you missed it, because there was a slight glitch in Instagram, we reposted it, so it's there. And we focused on this insecurity a lot of us have, fear of missing out, right? They call it FOMO. And so people don't realize it's something that we create in our minds, our emotions, because the soul lost control, basically, of what's going on. And so there's a fear, right? So make sure you watch it, go to the healing. We did the prosperity healing. In other words, the poverty consciousness thoughts, worries, cares, concerns, insecurities, whatever you call them, these are thought forms in the aura and the chakras. So when we did the meditation, we allowed the divine energy to come down and then go to the specific down, ajna, throat, front and back solar plexus, a little bit of the navel sometimes, and basic chakra. Okay, that's the pattern. So if you go in and just clean those out, most of the comments we have was like, oh, it feels so peaceful. How come I can feel my basic chakra, my prosperity chakra increasing? That's the whole idea. As we keep changing the energy world, you're trying to create a change in the physical world. Okay? So tonight, when we do the meditation, after the meditation, or part of the meditation, we're going to focus on emotional healing or emotional cleansing. We're going to bring it down like a waterfall and go to the specific chakras. Same thing, disintegrate, and release them. Okay? And we're going to work on fear again. I know a few weeks ago we did that again. We did that, and then I don't know, a few months ago we did it. It seemed to be one that people really like because just when you thought, oh, everything's fine, then there's uncertainty. When you have uncertainty, what happens? People create fear, right? You notice I use the word create. So create is because fear is an emotion, an energy, a feeling that we create in response to what's going on outside. So just a quick reminder, I think we talked about a couple of weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. Fear by itself is not bad. I oftentimes hear of spiritual teachers that say, oh, fear is bad. If you're going to walk down, if there's a main highway with cars going super fast, the fear of not dying is a good one. Okay? Make sense? If there's some threat to your life or your family's life, to have fear is good because it's for survival. Unfortunately, it drives me nuts. Some people who claim to be teaching spiritual stuff, and then they just make broad statements. Oh, fear is bad. You should not have any fear. I go, in the right context, it's important. Okay? What's not good is if fear paralyzes you from allowing you to do what could make your life better, prevent you from being successful, prevent you from helping yourself or other people. That's different. Clear? So that's what we want to focus on. So everything has to be in context. In other words, don't get emotional about it. Use your head, understand it, and then direct your emotions to the right place. Clear? Put things in context. Sometimes I work with people who are so spaced out. I talk to them, it's like, hello, you have a physical body. Oh, yeah, that's right. Clear? It's good to reach for the stars, reach for the higher dimensions, but as long as you have a physical body, you have to keep that physical body healthy, and you have to be energetically grounded. Let me just kind of put things in context again. You have a spiritual connection, okay? There's a light coming down your crown. So in pranic healing, when we scan the size of the spiritual cord, that determines your level of spiritual, let's just say, access. Okay? Now, as that energy goes through your body, inside the body, that's called the Sushumna, or let's just say the central channel. So the divine energy comes down from the top of your head. It goes through your crown, down to your pelvic floor. And the chakras are attached on both sides. So that divine energy coming in, as it feeds the chakras, keeps the chakras spinning so your body can absorb prana. From your pelvic floor area, base of the spine area, it goes down in between your legs, down into the earth. That's called the earth cord. So spiritual cord, central cord, and Sushumna, and then the one below is the earth cord. That one keeps you grounded. Without it, You'll have difficulty with finances, things that are so obvious, but hey, you gotta make this much money so you can do this, whatever, budgeting, all that is difficult because the energy is not attached to the ground. Clear? Now, it's not part of this meditation, but I think some of you want some tangible skills. So here's what we're going to do. Again, this was not planned, but I think many of you could really benefit from this. So rub your hands together. Press the center of your palms. Okay? Ready? Just put your hands, open your palms like this. Keep your tongue in the roof of your mouth. Be aware of your palms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right. Now put your hand like this. We teach this in pranic healing. It's called sensitizing your hands. Okay, bring your hands closer, further apart. It's very, very gently, like there's a cloud in between. Trying to compress that cloud, release that cloud. Compress that cloud, release that cloud. Cloud. Okay, gently compress, let go. If you're sensitive, you might feel a certain sensation. Some people feel heat, cold, tingling, pressure. Different people experience it differently. Okay, ready? So the way you scan your spiritual connection, if somebody was sitting here, their head is here, the light goes, it's like that, like a pole. So you're going to put your hand like this, try to feel, not this way, because if you go this way, it's not really accurate, because this hand could be feeling this one. So, I don't have what to, okay. If you have a cable, for example, if you have this cable, if I want to feel here, if I want to put my hand here and here, if this thing is thin, my hand could be feeling the other hand. But if I feel something here and I feel something up here, then I know, oh, there's something here, there's something here. This must be continuous. Make sense? So, again, I'm trying to teach you something that's normally taught in the class for 15, 20 minutes. But you guys are very talented. I know that. Okay, ready? So imagine your head in front of you. Now, no need to go like this. It's kind of awkward. This one will work. Energy follows where you put your attention to. Ready? Okay. Say, my spiritual connection. Make it simple. My spiritual connection. Or you can say, my spiritual cord. Now, two hands. Separate it and then come in. Before the two hands cross, see if you can feel something. Try to close your eyes. And then imagine both hands are above your head. See if you can feel something in between before your two hands cross. Most of you, if you're sensitive, you can almost feel a similar sensation as you were doing this. That's your spiritual cord. Now you're going to scan your earth cord. So just imagine you're standing with your legs apart, feet flat on the ground. So there's lines. Imagine from the top of your head, it goes down through your body, through your pelvic floor, straight down to the earth. That's your earth cord. Okay, ready? So put your hand like this. Say, my earth connection. Same thing, separate your hand. Say, my earth connection. Separate it. Slowly come in before the two hands cross. See if you can feel something. Now, some of you are very sensitive. You feel the difference. Some of you don't. The beauty of this is, right now we're trying to do it together. Afterwards, you want to try it on your own. Let's say you say, okay, let me just take my time. You can do that anytime. It's not going to disappear on you just because we finished this event. Okay? So, what you're going to do is shake your hands. Do it again. Let's check the cord on top of the head. Say, my spiritual connection. Feel. Now, whatever you feel initially, stop. Don't go, yeah, kind of, I'm not sure. Because at that time, then you're analyzing it. Clear? Analyze from the word being analyze. Ooh. Okay, I'm not insulting anybody. I'm just letting you know. Some people, they overthink everything. They're very anal. Guess what? Analyze. Okay, anyway. Ready? Okay, say my spiritual connection. Okay. Whatever it is, remember the distance between, if you look at it from one hand to the other, how wide is it? Shake your hand. Now go do the same thing, but this time form the intention below your pelvic floor to the ground. Say my earth connection. Okay. Whatever you come up with, again, as soon as you feel something, stop. So what you're going to do is try to recall which one's wider. Is it the top one or the bottom one? So by knowing which one's wider or narrower, you get an idea which one is a stronger connection for you. There are people with huge spiritual connection, but the lower connection is small. So they're very loving, they're very generous, they're very spiritual, very intuitive, but dead broke. Okay? Then you have people at the bottom where the top is small, the bottom is huge. So they're rich, they're prosperous, they make good business decisions. But man, their emotions are a mess, their relationships are a mess, there's no inner peace, but they can make money. Get the idea? So they're big spiritual connection, terrible earth connection. There are people with big earth connection, small spiritual connection. What you want is wide on top and wide at the bottom. The mistake a lot of people make is they think, oh, I have to choose one. You choose both. Okay, let's play out the scenario. You have a big upper chakras, you have big connection, you have big sense of oneness, but your lower chord is small, you can't do anything. You have all these great intentions to save humanity, save this, save that, feed this, feed that, but you can't seem to make anything work. Can't even pay for your bills. I know, I'm too direct, right? But if I don't say it that way, some people enable you with your misconceptions. Now, some people, it's the other way around. They have all this money, they have this, and then what happens? They don't have a goal in their life. It's just me, myself, and I. Okay, they have 5 cars, 10 cars, I don't know, 50 pairs of shoes, and how many watches, and how many homes, and they're miserable. And they're looking for that one, I don't know, blast of energy. So they go smoke something, they drink something, they, whatever, inject something to get that high. And then before you know it, make sense? So what you want big on top, so you have a strong spiritual connection, you have inner peace, stillness, you have a sense of oneness with all, and you have a big basic chakra which manifests a strong connection to the earth. So you're practical, you know how to handle money, you know how to budget, and here's the critical part. How to take all that loving kindness within you, that goodness within you, and manifest it. See the difference? Talk, no action, useless. Good intention, no ability to perform, no ability to produce result, useless. Yeah, but you don't understand. You don't have a good heart. Nobody doubts you have a good heart. The question is, what are you doing with it? Is it producing result? You go, oh, that's why I left the corporate world. It's too much pressure. Too bad, buddy. You cannot say, I intend to feed my children, and then they starve. You can't do that. Well, I intend to pay my bills, but you don't have the money to pay it. Doesn't work. The lower chord allows you to make whatever your thoughts and emotions or aspirations are, manifest. Clear? So that has to be balanced. So I'm sharing this with you because if a person has fear, if a person has emotional stuff, these are blockages on the chakras. And if the blockage is so strong, the divine energy cannot go down, that will cause the lower connection to be small. That's one of the reasons why some of the spiritual practitioners I've met, have come to classes, they're good people. Don't get me wrong. They're good people, would not hurt a fly, an ant, or whatever insect. They're so kind, but they're constantly struggling. And struggling, and struggling. And go, no matter how much you teach them, you tell them, I know, I want to. You know what happened? But since the lower chord is small, even though they want to be better, they can't seem to get out of that rut. Sounds familiar? And people start saying, yeah, but you don't understand, I'm here to do only spiritual work. So, okay, go live in a monastery. No, but you don't understand. I still want to help people. Okay, then sit down, shut up, and practice. Make up your mind. See, I told many of you, that's what happened to me. Until my teacher explained it to me, very difficult to serve on empty stomach, then somehow something clicked. Oh, spirituality and materialism, two sides of the same coin. That's it. Now, knowing alone, it will work, but it takes a long time. That's why a lot of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, I heard that so many times, but nothing has changed yet, right? You know why? Because it's like brute force, you know it. But there are old patterns in your aura and your chakras that's holding you back. Because of what? The way you were brought up, the way The people around you handle money. If you have parents that were not good with money, they went broke or they have financial difficulties or poverty consciousness, they infected you. Sounds familiar? Yeah, especially if your generation is, went through World War II and they had difficulty. So they handle everything, like every dime, every cent, they're like super, super, super thrifty. So it's good, but at the same time, they don't care to venture out. They're always super extra careful. They don't take risk because they go, I work hard for that dollar, that euro, yen, whatever that money is, that I don't want to take a chance. So they're always afraid. That fear is actually a powerful thought form. And if you grew up in that, guess what happens? Those thought forms infected your aura and your chakras. Not because they're bad people. It's just the way you've been swimming. Your aura's been swimming in it. So even though you want to be better, you want to be more successful, but those thought forms of fear or worry or constriction are literally choking your chakras. Clear? So the good news is we approach it both ways. One, first is understanding. Understanding is extremely important because if there's no understanding of what happened and how we're going to fix it, even though if you remove that energy, that person is going to recreate it again. That's why some people are very difficult to help. You give them a job, they screw it up. You give them money to pay their rent, they squander it. Make sense? Because there's no understanding, there's no certainty in them that, okay, this is the right thing to do. So that's why we always take the time to explain it to you about the spiritual cord, the earth cord. Now that you understand it, okay, now at least I know. Then we proceed with the excavation. And oftentimes in class, I don't even call it cleansing, I call it excavation. You know what it means, right? Cleansing could be something on the surface. Excavation is cleansing, but you keep digging. Because some of these could be, if you believe in it, from previous lifetimes, old patterns. And some of you are asking about Arhatic Yoga, the meditation we do, the practice. In Arhatic Yoga, one of the things my teacher teaches us is how to extract ancient seeds. Haven't you noticed, some of you? You're doing meditation, and after meditation, it seems like, I feel good, but somehow certain negative qualities got magnified. You notice that? We know one lady, she's, regular person, nice person, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't do anything. After one intense meditation, she started looking for liquor, and she never drank in her life. Lucky enough, we understood exactly what's going on, so we did pranic psychotherapy, using energy, removed it, and it took like, one, maybe 2 sessions, gone. Because she understood that these are seeds stored in the chakras. Anyway, if you want to know more about it, you can just go to mastercode.org. The information is there. We're teaching Arhatic Yoga on a satellite system here in the United States only, which is November, December. Anyway, the information is there. In order to do that, you have to take level 1, level 2, and level 3 in pranic healing as a foundation. There's also an introductory class in that. Just go look at it. Anyway, let's go back to what we're talking about. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do intense meditation, twin hearts, really, really open up that upper pipeline. Okay? And then we're going to use that energy like a fire hose, go down and clean the crown, the ajna, throat, heart, solar plexus, so on and so on. We'll just use it like a waterfall, not just a hose, but a little waterfall, go through all the chakras and flush things out. So you guys will have a great weekend. Okay? So here's what you're going to do. I want you to just take maybe 30 seconds to a minute. I want you to just think of what you want to release. What negative thoughts, negative emotions, what tendencies. Nobody has to know. It could be something, I grew up, I always heard my mom or my dad, they would worry about money, or they would do this or do that. I want you to think of those thought forms. Now, listen, this is not for you to start looking for people to blame. That's not the purpose. If you do it that way, it's not going to work. Because you know why? Because if you blame them, then that means you say, it's nothing to do with me, I just got infected with their negativity, but you don't realize you also fed it. That's why you still have it. Clear? So the idea is just to know, come to think of it, I grew up in a family, they had poor childhood, so you kind of start thinking that way, now I have to break away from it. So I want you to kind of think about what those are. Now the reason you want to think about those things, and the fears and all that stuff, is to just kind of identify them, So it partially comes out of the chakra. Keyword is partially. In traditional psychotherapy, at least the ones I talk to, let you go back to that time, relive it, learn it. All right. That's good and great. It works for a lot of people. Not my style. Because for me, it has worked. All I got to do is focus on what it is, tap into that energy, and extract it. That's what we're going to do. Okay? It's not a replacement for traditional psychotherapy, because I know a lot of our students are actually psychotherapists. They use both. Okay? So while you're thinking about it, if you can, if you been with us already, we always ask you to have a salt and water bucket so that we can dump the negative energy in there. Or if it's not available, just visualize a violet flame next to you, like a violet fire. We're going to dump everything in it. Okay? Go. Whatever it is you want to get rid of. Now, whatever it is you decide that you want to release, could you please give it a number? Like, 10 is worse, 0 is none. If it's fear, if it's anger, if it's whatever that emotion is, I want you to give it a number. So that after we're done, you can quantify. Because most people, after you talk to them, how do you feel? I feel better. How much better? Clear? Like many years ago, we were doing healing with someone in the class with, I think it was back pain. I forgot, I've done so many of them. How do you feel? Pain's still there. Really? So I start scanning. It's even, the energy's flowing. So did more cleansing, more energizing, the panicking technique. It's balance. How do you feel? Still there. And finally I go, wait. Okay. Compared to where we started, can you give it quantify it? 10 is worse when we started. How much is it now? Or give it a number what it was. She goes, well, when I started, it was an 8. Now it's like a 1. Some people like that, it's like, you can't do anything for them because they always focus on what's bad rather than what's right. Sounds familiar? So with you guys, that's what we want to do now, is kind of give it a number. What is it? So after we're done, you can objectively quantify how much better, or hopefully not much worse. Okay? All right, go. Anyway, if you can think of anything that you say, hey, I don't have anything that I'm upset about, fearful, or whatever, that's good. It's not in the forefront of your thinking, consciousness, or you're delusional. One of the two. Either way, ignorance is bliss at this time. No, I'm kidding. Regardless, when we do the meditation, we'll let the energy run through your entire aura and chakras. As long as you're willing, we'll let the energy flow through us and release it. Okay? Shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, personally to my teacher, Master Sokok Sui, Mahagu Jumeling, we humbly invoke for divine healing energy, divine love, divine mercy. Thank you for compassionate, purifying light, soothing, healing energy in full faith. And so it is. All right, you guys ready? Take your left hand, tap the center of your chest. Take your right hand, tap your crown. Put your hand like this. Imagine the earth in front of you. Be aware of your heart. Just say, our hearts are one. Be aware of your crown. Our souls are one. Higher, our spirits are one. There's only oneness. We are one. Now be aware of your heart in your hands. Just say, our hearts are one. Now fill the earth with beautiful pink light. Bless your family, your friends, everyone you know, the city, the country, the entire world with beautiful pink light. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow unconditional love. Let my soul be blessed with peace and unconditional love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Let's recall people we know going through tough times right now. Some of them are going through health issues, relationship, emotional, mental health issues. Some of them are having financial problems. Visualize their lives improving. Bless them with hope and with faith and a better life. So be it. So be it. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. And where there's sadness, let me sow joy. You have your heart in your hands. Fill the earth with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and joy. So be it. So be it. Just be aware of it. Hands, be aware of your heart. Continue allowing the loving energy to flow through us, flooding the entire earth with beautiful pink light. Just keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth the whole time. Now be aware of your heart, take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown, exhale, and stay there. Be aware of your crown in your hands. Fill the earth with beautiful golden light. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and peace. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. So be it. Fill your family, your friends, everyone you work with, in your business, people you work with, as well as all your customers. Bless everyone with peace, with love, and with kindness. And just silently say, may my soul be filled with peace, love, and kindness. So be it. Let every person, every being be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. Blessings be to all. Now just be still. Allow the beautiful golden light from your crown to pour through your hands and fill the entire earth. Now be aware of your heart, be aware of your crown. Take a deep breath. Exhale. And imagine beautiful golden light, like rivers of golden light, pouring out of your hands and filling the entire earth. From the center of the heart of all-loving God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. May my soul be blessed with peace and love, inner peace and inner healing. May all be blessed with understanding, with harmony, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. So be it. Just be still. Just be with your heart and crown. Fill the earth with golden light through your hands. Listen to the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Allow the mantra of mercy and compassion, all this energy pour through you to bless the entire earth. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani May all be blessed. Maintain your stillness and awareness. Just lower your hands. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your tongue in the roof of your mouth. Be still. Will intensify the energy even more. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om. Be still. Let go. Allow your awareness to just drift into that ocean of love and compassion. Now. You are a droplet of light in that ocean of light. Maintain your stillness. Maintain your state of awareness. All you have to do is just allow the energy to flow through all your chakras, disintegrating and releasing all these negative tendencies, emotions, thought forms, emotional forms, and blockages. You don't have to do anything, just simply allow it to happen. Just be still. The divine energy is entering your crown, your forehead, your ajna, your throat, front back heart, front back solar plexus, spleen, liver, navel, sex, and basic chakras. It's going down to your entire body. Just be still. Just allow it to happen. Some of you are going to be sensitive. You feel it. Some of you don't. Doesn't matter. Energy is everywhere. We'll explain all this to you. Just be receptive. We'll do the rest will be done for you. Flush down the near salt water or violet fire to you or down into the ground. So be it. Just let it happen. Only a thousand of energy is disintegrated, extracted, expelled in near salt water or violet fire into the ground next to you. Just be still. You don't have to do anything. Just be still and let the energy flow through you. If any negative thoughts, get emotions, stuff come up, just observe it like observing a cloud. Let the water full of light just flush it out for you. You don't have to visualize anything. Just allow it to happen. Just let it work on its own. Just be still, breathe, let the energy move on its own. You don't have to do anything. That all these energies be disintegrated, extracted, expelled in near salt water or violet fire to you. So be it. Just be still. Just let the energy flow. Okay, slowly open your eyes. Alright, let me just check one thing here. 1 second. Alright, I think we generated too much energy. A lot of people, I don't know, the one on Facebook, Instagram, and our websites, it crashed. So, if you're on Instagram, just relax. Let me just bring everybody back. Some of them are still floating somewhere. Wow, okay, I think we overdid it. Literally, the thing crashed. Okay, it's gonna be fun. 1 second, you guys. Sorry about this. That is bizarre. Literally crashed. Okay. I hope all of you are feeling well. The one in the other platforms. 1 second, huh? Yeah, the energy was intense. I think we overdid it. If you're sensitive, you would have felt the energy. Yeah, I think it did crash. Oh well. One second. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, then they'll have to go from Monday. All right. Okay. Anyway. All right, the ones who are on Facebook, Facebook, YouTube, and the other platforms, I just restarted it again. At least I tried. Yeah, it froze. I think we broke it. Sorry. I wasn't trying to. It literally crashed. Okay, one more time. If it works, great. If it doesn't, as the Lord Buddha said, everything's subject to change. Okay. So if you're on Facebook and YouTube and panicking.com, massacre.org, you should be back online. Anyway, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to open your palms. Close your eyes. Keep your tongue in the roof of your mouth. You ready? Just be receptive. Just be still. Just let the energy work on its own. All negative connections are cut. You're flooded with waves of love, sweetness, joy, and happiness. So be it. Just be still. Now raise your hands. Be aware of your hands. Be aware of your feet at the same time. We're going to release excess energy. So this process is used for blessing Mother Earth. At the same time, as we bless Mother Earth, the excess energies our bodies cannot absorb is released. Okay? Continue blessing the earth. May every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. May all be blessed with great joy and happiness. So be it. May every person, every being be blessed with good health, with happiness, with prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. So be it. So it is. Just be aware of your hands and your feet. Continue radiating golden light. May all be blessed. Now let's aim the energy downwards into the earth. This will also increase your bottom chord, so you're more balanced, okay? Project golden light down. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. So be it. So be it, and so it is. Okay, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. To my beloved and respected teacher, Master Chokok Sri Mahaguji Mailing. Thank you for the love, the light, the healing, the compassion, purifying light, and soothing healing energy. Thank you. In full faith, so it is. Okay, so I think the special sauce was too strong. I think if you're on Facebook and anyway, the other platforms, it kind of, I don't know why, my computer just shut down, so I think we started. So, if you remember, when we started, we asked you to put a number. Whatever it is, that negative thoughts or emotion you want to release, remember? Whatever that number was before, how does it compare now? You know, if it was anger, resentment, fear, you gave it a number. Remember, 10 is worse, 0 is none. Where, you know, be honest. You don't have to do this. You're not doing this for me. This is for yourself. How is it now? Let me know. Okay? If you notice at least a 30 to 40% decrease, that's already a big improvement. You guys have a static sound? Okay, let's remove this. Maybe that's what the problem is. Okay. I think part of it, Instagram is kind of glitching. Today we had one of our dear friends, Tiberius from Law of Attraction Live, was hosting me for one of the sessions, and the whole thing just didn't work. So that's going to be next Friday now. Okay, he's a great guy. So I would recommend Law of Attraction Live on Instagram. Go to his site. It's very, very inspiring. Okay? Law of Attraction Live. Not Law of Attraction Dead. Okay, anyway. So, have a fantastic weekend. We'll leave this post on here. so you can go back to it. If you're on the other platforms, I'll try to have someone kind of sync it together, so we'll be one. We'll see how it works. For next week, I'll be with Tony Robbins in this event, so I'll let you know what works. Okay, I don't know how the schedule is, when he'll have me on stage or have me welcome people and stuff like that. So I don't know. Now, before you guys go, I just thought of something today. Lately there has been some interest when we talk about the quantum field, how energy is in different dimensions. And I thought, if you stay this long, that means you're interested. Look at it this way. By the way, if this is completely new to you, just watch the one from yesterday about the fourth dimension, okay? So again, three-dimensional world. What is this? Height, width, length, or whatever. Anyway, there's three dimensions, right? Three-dimensional object. So most people, when they say fourth dimension, some could say, oh, fourth dimension is time. So Einstein says space-time. Every time you're going somewhere, you're moving through space, but simultaneously time is also moving. The only problem with that is when you say spatial dimension, like a space, I know I'm supposed to be done already, but what the heck. So if you have a flat land or terrain, basically if this is two-dimensional, that means whoever that being is, if they're two-dimensional, they can go forward, backward, left, right, everywhere, right? Now, if you have three dimensions, you can go up, left, right, up, down. Make sense? So you can move around in those three dimensions. So literally, it's a dimension. You should be able to move this way, this way, this way, this way. The problem is if you also use time as a dimension, but you can't really go back time. It's just like a lot of us like to go back and fix our screw-ups. But at this moment in time, pun intended, you really can't. So it's not really a dimension in the same way you would describe height, length, width, and whatever space. Make sense? So if you study further, if you want to talk to a theoretical physicist, they go in detail. Well, actually, the fourth dimension is, just imagine, we covered this in the previous lecture, so I'm not going to go through the entire thing. So you go, a point becomes a line. That's one dimension. Then, two dimension, you form a square. And then you add height, then it becomes three dimension. So how do you make a three-dimensional object go to the fourth dimension? For every side, you add a cube. Imagine that, right? So anyway, here's the interesting part of all. For our limited minds that function in the material world, it's just like, wow, they're making my brain hurt. However, if you understand deeper spirituality, I talk about this in the other lecture, when a clairvoyant or a psychic, or whatever you want to use, perceive things that are beyond the material world, they're actually seeing things, not really think, they're seeing beyond the three dimensions. Case in point, when we do our meditation and spiritual practice, what do we say? Inner world, outer world. So when you say inner world, it's not like you cut open your chest, okay, let's see your inner world, right? So it's not inside your physical body, but this so-called dimension interpenetrates your body. Your aura and your chakras interpenetrate your body. So when you say inner world, right, when the yogis talk about the inner world, like my teacher says, okay, so and so on, you see that in the inner world, they're already talking about the fourth dimension. And then it goes even higher than that. Because at some point you understand outer dimension, inner dimension, and then height, length, width, and depth. So as you go deeper in spiritual practice, then you start to understand, okay, you have higher dimensions after the fourth dimension. There's inside, outside. Okay, assuming I understand that, then what? Then the next dimension is also from there, you add more dimensions to each of those sides, or just imagine if a cube, so each side, you add another cube. And then from wherever that hypercube is, as they call it in physics, you add maybe, I forgot the calculation there, another 4 cubes on top of each cube. You go, oh, my brain hurts. But you see, if you play virtual games, that's what you're already doing. So when you're doing meditation, some of you will experience, this is weird. I'm sensing there are things in front of me, there are things behind me, left, right, up, down, but my perception, watch this, of all these are simultaneous. It's not like I have to look this way or this way. It's just like I'm looking at all these directions simultaneously. And then as you take it to the next dimension, not only do you see this all in the inner world simultaneously, you're also simultaneously seeing inside this perception. It's just like you have a circle or a sphere. You're sensing everything outside the sphere, and you're also sensing what's inside the sphere simultaneously. That's what yogis do, and some of you experience in deep meditation. It's like there's no forward, backward, left, right. As long as you see everything at the same time. That's only like fourth dimension. So, anyway, I think you guys are bored, and I went away overtime. We'll keep that discussion for another time. Now, some of you are asking, well, how about moving back in time? According to science, as you get closer to the speed of light, time slows down. And if you can get to the speed of light and cross it, you go backwards in time. There's only one slight problem. Based on Einstein's equation, in order to approach that speed of light, you need more and more energy to propel you there. So in order to reach the speed of light, you need infinite energy. Right? So most physicists say that's impossible. Anyway, consciousness does not have a limit. So in order to approach the speed of light, in physics, you need infinite energy. But there's a way of manipulating your consciousness that it can actually... Anyway, another time. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, thank you. To all the spiritual elders, Holy Masters, Saints, Archangels, Holy Angels, Spiritual Helpers, thank you. To my teacher, Master Chokoksui Mahaguji Ming, thank you. In full faith, so it is. All right, all of you, take care. Have a wonderful, fantastic weekend. And all of you who are greeting me, happy birthday, thank you. Anyway, thank you very much. Anyways, it's a body being born, So it's another chapter in the soul's journey, right? So that's that. But thank you very much. It's much appreciated. Another time we will explain. But my idea of not explaining too much is because I'm used to, when you explain, there has to be proof. When you explain, it has to be matched by an experience. And I think most of you are new. If I go through that experience, some of you might freak out, and I don't want that to happen. So that's why I'm withholding. So another time. Maybe we'll do it in a closed room. Just specific people who I think who can handle it. Otherwise, some of you going, what? This is too much. So anyway, that's that. Namaste. Have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for your greetings. God bless. Be happy, healthy, and wealthy. Bye.